Hello everyone and welcome to State of the Realm, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV podcast. This week it is a long-awaited show, one that has been on the back burner for quite some time, and is here just in time to remind us how little we remember about patch 5.55 and that of Eorzivia, the Final Fantasy XIV lore trivia show, where again we get to look like idiots and one person gets to be smart. And that person, you know, it's all right. I don't mind giving them the ego boost. It's fine. It's great. No one need to think I was smart. Anyway, I'm Mr. Happy, one of your contestants today, not one of your hosts. And joining me is my fellow contestant and I think 6-time champion now at this point, and that of Sly. What's up, Sly?
It ends today.
You say that every time, Sly. Dude, you're like the professional boxer who shows up and he's like, I guess I'll lose my belt today. Oh, you mean I won? But I guess I'll lose it next time.
No, it really ends today. I've been too busy to actually fucking study. I am now on staycation until next week when I pretty much lose all of my time in life. So even though it has been a staycation, I've been doing things.
Okay.
Things.
So you're going to win. Got it. Cool. All right. Awesome. Excellent. And of course, we couldn't do the show without our resident lore master, the man from down under, Ethys himself. How do you do?
Hi, everyone. Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm sleep deprived and overworked and burned out, but I think it's going to be a nice break for me to torture these guys. It's going to feel vindicating, you know?
Yeah.
This show for me, this one in particular, is basically my punching bag, you know?
Yeah, that's fine.
So wear your punching bags?
Yeah, only during Eorzivia, though.
That's definitely not the only time.
All right.
Every lore show we're punching bags, because you get to make us look dumb at some point in the other shows. Just this one is the dumbest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. This one is definitely the dumbest.
Absolutely.
But, no, I feel good for you guys. Like, you guys have obviously been getting prepared for Endwalker, and you've had, you know, all of the sort of lore and story stuff bouncing around your head in anticipation of what's coming next, right? Of course,
sweetie.
Of course.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
Well, you know what's going to be tricky? This isn't just 5.55. This is 5.5.
Never is. It's never all one patch, because you're like, oh, there's something that happens in this patch that makes me want to quiz you about something from another patch.
I promise we are not going back earlier than 5.5.
I thought you were going to
because I mean, that already is like 6 months? 8 months?
I thought you were going to say, I promise we won't go any earlier than 2.0.
Than 2.0, yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Well, before you get to make us look dumb, we, of course, have our sponsors to shout out. Steel Series sponsor the show all the time. We're grateful. They know it. We love it. They love it, I assume. And you love it, I assume. So we all love it, and thank you to them. And also, of course, our patrons who support us for no particular reason, but just because they enjoy the show. And that's good enough for us. So thank you to them as well. And now, Ethys, the dumbness, it begins.
Oh, okay. You want me to bring you guys in? All right. Well, we've got 20 questions today. I think Mike has done a pretty good job of introducing Eorzivia to those of you who are not familiar with it. So I think we can probably dive straight in. I'm pretty sure Sly won the last time, right?
He is about this. I'm pretty sure he's the 6-time champion at this point.
Wait, you mean 6-time like consecutively, right? Because he's won way more than 6 times. We've done this like at least like 20 times now, right?
Yeah.
Eorzivia?
Yeah.
I lost track of the last time we lost, is all I'm basically saying.
Sly, would you like to go first?
I would like to defer.
You'd like to defer. All right, fine.
I like the 8-mile strategy. Let him go first so you get the last question. Got it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you ready to jump into some 5.5 trivia?
No.
I'll start you off easy.
But go ahead. All right.
Okay.
You really underestimate
Mike, this one's
how
for
much
you.
we can forget in the time.
No. Come on. I'm starting you off easy. All right.
Why would you?
The first question is.
He says this every time. Every time.
I'm nervous.
This time I mean it. The first question. How old was Urianger when he, in his own words, outgrew his boyish proportions?
Why was that the easy one? Why do you think I remember that?
It's an easy one. It's easy. Come on, who knows? So, Ellison, as we know, they have a delayed growth spurt. And Urianger makes a point of saying that Moonbreeder was towering over him until he reached a certain age.
Okay, I'll give you this. It's in his 20s. I know that because I know it's late because I remember we had a discussion about this and I said, "Isn't it like 18?" And you said, "No." That's all I remember. I don't want to guess right down the middle. It's his early 20s, but the exact number. What is it? Why would you say this is an easy one? You're asking me to recall the exact number that Urianger stopped being a little boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just trying to close my eyes and think about this. I'm going to have to guess a number between 21 and 24 because I don't think it's any older than that. I don't think it's past 25. I'm going to guess... God, no. I'm just going to go with the upper scale. I'm going to say 24. It's in his early 20s. Yeah. I'll go
Okay, my guess is 24.
My guess, yeah. Oh, sure.
I'm gonna pass it over to Sly, see if we can get any close.
Why do I feel like we're playing The Price is Right for the first part of the stream, and we're going
kind of are.
We're trying to get up on stage. $1. Kidding. He I kind of agree with early 20s. He said 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike said 24.
You know what? I'm going to go right on 20. I'm going to say 20.
It's kind of
20 it is.
There you
He
go.
was 20. Wait. He was 20 summers when he outgrew his boyish proportions. And apparently I'm chopping. I'm going to be chopping a lot this show, so I apologize for that in advance.
Yeah,
but that's really fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can
we'll probably ask you the question, like ask you to ask us questions again if you chop up in the middle of the question. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's 1 point for Sly, which actually brings it to Sly's question. We're ramping up here a little bit. Still in 5.5 MSQ.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What was the Eorzian Alliance's battle plan before the appearance of the towers? Rav Mal mentions that they had a plan basically ready to go, ready to fire before these towers started suddenly appearing, which threw a spanner in the works.
Of course, you would ramp up the difficulty on my question.
Well, I knew you were going to defer for the first one.
So before the towers showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm honestly just like spitballing and going from a logical standpoint of the events. So before the towers were even, there, wouldn't the next step, I mean, from our knowledge, not their knowledge, I think the next step would have been just to go with the War of Succession happening and everything. I don't think the next step would have been to, and plus they sent Urianger. Well, so yeah, it was to go to Garlemald, wasn't it?
Okay, can you be a little more specific?
Be a little more specific. God damn it.
They had a strategy. They had a plan.
I know that Maxima was their inn. Sort of. I don't know. Like, they were going to. One thing was, I guess I'm going to say that they were going to kind of let the War of Succession happen and then, invade after the fact.
Okay, so they were going to, like, kind of do what Gaius did in Alamigo?
In a way.
That might have been a better plan than the one they came up with, Sly. I'm considering that your guess, and I think it's a good guess, but I'm not going to give it to you. Mike, you want to take a shot?
Let's see. Before the tower,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember there being a plan of attack. Obviously there was they had people there spying. There was a lot of information gathering that was present. That's constantly present in 5.4 and then referenced again later.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, Thancred goes, Orionjay follows him, and he goes, "Really? You?" And he goes, "I listen. You won't even notice me. Okay? That's it." But I don't think it was just to gather information. I think that it wasn't espionage, I don't think. Because I don't think they could have pulled that off necessarily. Maybe... I mean, all I can really think of is to just push up the border past Gimlet. They just needed to get in closer to the land, but because they didn't want to invade it, they just wanted to stop Garl. They just didn't want Garlemald to be. They weren't trying to topple all of Garlemald. They just didn't want them to be dickheads anymore. Now it's a little different.
Is that your guess, to push up the border and stop them from being dickheads?
Yeah, stop them from being dickheads. Yeah, I think it was to take the step to actually secure Gimlet, so that there wasn't this line at the front.
Okay, all right. So the Empire, before the towers appeared, had mostly retreated from Gimlet. We'd kind of pushed them back already. According to Rav Mal, the Alliance's plan was actually to simultaneously march on Garlemald from the eastern and western fronts and actually invade Garlemald and force a peace treaty.
Yeah, they just wanted them, I knew they wanted them to stop being dickheads. They didn't want to claim it. They just wanted them to
but they were planning to march on the capital.
Yeah, they were planning to march on it, though. I considered that as an answer, but I decided they didn't have the balls. Yeah,
they thought that they were probably going to find Nova there, but no one knows where Nova and the Third Legion are right now.
Nope. Big mystery. Big question.
I think we might have seen him in the Endwalker trailer.
Maybe.
Who knows? All right. Question 3. This is for you, Mike. This one is...
Don't hit me with the... I already got
this one's loaded.
Oh.
This one's a pretty loaded question.
Great.
So, once the war was over, Alphinaud was hoping to take a trip with Arenvold. Where did he want to go? I'll give you a clue. He wanted to go somewhere to engage in a specific activity.
Yeah, that's generally why you travel places.
Okay. All right. Smartass.
Yeah, it's tourism. It's generally that's on the docket when you go places. Well, I would like to guess that he would like to go with Arenvold to Hingashi. Doma, actually.
Hingashi?
Yeah, no.
To Doma. Okay.
to... I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, Alphino... The thing is, Alphino either wants to show him Sharlayan, show him his homeland, or he wants to take him to the Far East, because the Ehrenwald never got to experience the Far East, as far as I recall, during all this that's been happening. He's been stuck in Alamigo the whole time, and then dealing with the Primal Task Force this whole time. So, you know what? No, I'm going to say he wanted to go to Sharlayan. Okay, he wanted to show Ehrenwald Sharlayan, so he could have some of their great tea.
Okay, all right. Sly, you want to take a guess?
Anywhere with a ramp?
Oh. Come on, man.
Yeah, they can teleport, Sly. He doesn't need a ramp.
Oh, come on, dude. Jesus Christ. No. 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 Not that one. No. Try again.
Oh, man.
Actually, you know what? I'm subtracting a point. You're on 0.
Fine. I'll take it.
Me too.
Oh, God. Yeah, I have no clue. I have no clue. I can't even think of anywhere like that would be like, I could say like the beach or something, but that would be so cliche.
Well, you gotta make a guess.
Like, any of my guesses would be stupid. So
Then you gotta throw one of them out.
I was gonna say, well, it's not even gonna be Costa. Yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking guess.
You gotta guess something.
All right. Okay, that's a pass.
Yeah.
So I hate to say, but I probably would have given you half a point for the beach, because the plan was to go to Lochseld to show Ehrenwald how he'd learned to swim. He wanted to show off his new swimming skills.
Yeah, I actually do remember this. Does he?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think they say that's a 0.5. I don't think that's a 0.551. I don't recall though. I remember the dialogue though.
Yeah, it was a 0.5. It was in this same scene actually that Alphino made the point that one day soon Ehrenwald was probably going to be having to crane his neck to look up at Alphino.
Yeah, because he was going to hit his growth spurt soon.
Just a bit of dramatic foreshadowing, wasn't it?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, that's right before Fordola starts telling Ehrenwald he's an idiot.
No. This is before they go on their little expedition.
Okay. No. I mean, Fordola calling Ehrenwald an idiot, not Alphino an idiot. Right before the expedition, on the way out of the council.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, they had a bit of back and forth there. You know, Ehrenwald makes the point that no one was forcing Fordola to go, and Rabon gave her the opportunity to refuse.
Yep.
Anyway, okay, this is Sly's question. Graha had only ever visited Ishgard once prior to 5.5. When was it?
I actually think I know the answer to this one too. This might be if I'm right, this might be the easiest one you've given us so far.
I think this one's pretty easy. Ishgard. Graha had only been to Ishgard once prior to 5.5 when they go there searching for Estinian. before heading off to Azazla. He mentions he'd been there once before.
When would he have gone? God.
I don't know, Sly. When?
It's true. He wouldn't have had many opportunities.
This had to be. Could have been. It would have been in its time.
You got it. You've got it. Come on. Talk us through it.
During or before the crystal. I want to say it was before the time of the Crystal Tower. Like, that's too broad. I mean, that's the only thing I got.
Okay. All right, I'll hand it over to Mike, see if he can give us something with a little bit more specificity.
Well, the only thing that comes to mind for me, I'm not saying it's right, but the only thing that comes to mind is, do we not get an echo flashback of him going to get the journal of Count Edmont? Do we not go to watch him get the Heavensward book? I can't remember if that's a flashback of him or not. That's going to be my guess. I just couldn't remember if that was a flashback of him or not, or if it's there's. I think he actually references something completely different. A time where he goes about his studies when he was a student of Baldessian, but I can't remember any specificity for that. So the flashback is the only thing that really comes to mind for me.
Okay, I'm going to give you a point for that because he does mention that the only time that he'd visited Ishgard was after the 8th calamity. Yeah. After he'd been woken up. He went there. And it may have been his perspective that we were seeing in that flashback. I think we saw Biggs's grandson or whoever it was. Yeah. But he mentions that after the 8th calamity, he did visit Ishgard once. Okay, well done. So we're on question 4, and between the two of you, you've scored a total of 1 point.
Wait, that was question 4, you mean?
That was question 4.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, we technically have 2 points, but Slide lost his.
No.
Sly lost his point.
All right, Mike. Question 5. During which era did mankind first settle in Mericidia?
Mericidia. I know when they came from Mericidia, so I'd have to assume it'd be before that.
We want to know what era they first settled in Mericidia. We got 2 sources for this. One is Tiamat, and the other one is a Sharlian scholar named Rurusha.
Yeah.
They both agree on this point.
Yes, because Mericidia was already... Wait, so you said mankind. So very clearly...
Mankind.
Yes, mankind.
So the spoken races, not the dragons are obviously there well before.
Although I guess that doesn't really change my answer much, because I think the Mikote came over from the Age of Ice, and the Age of Ice was the second umbral, I think. Was that the second or the 4th?
Well, you gotta remember. So this was actually a typo, right?
Yeah.
This one was a typo where we were told that the Mikote migrated from Mericidia to Aldanad, which is, impossible on an ice bridge.
They walked over. Yeah, that was what.
Yeah, but we had a correction on that they actually during that age they came down from I just had a complete mental blank.
Where Garlemald is.
Yeah.
Ilsabard, yeah.
They came down from Ilsabard. Yes, yeah. So the thing is, when we're talking about this was the first time that these people were in Eorzivia, normally that's complete crap. It was the first time in that era within that span of 1,000 years or a couple of thousand years, because people were constantly migrating kind of back and forth and everywhere. But Mericidia was completely, uninhabited by what we consider the spoken races before a particular time period.
I mean, so I think when it was invaded, Dragonkind there just lived with the beast races there. I don't think there were any spoken races. So that means I'd have to guess that in terms of mankind living there, it would have either been the Allegan era or the era right after the Allegans, because I don't think there was any spoken races that lived down there at that point. So I'm gonna have to guess one of the two. I'm gonna guess the I don't know if it's Umbral or Astral too, which one it is. I'm gonna guess the 4th Astral.
Okay. 4th Astral is not correct.
Okay.
Sly.
Zonde was 3rd Astral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give you that. The Elegant Empire was 3rd Astral era.
I'm gonna go 2nd Astral.
2nd Astral, that's your guess?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can you why do you think 2nd Astral?
Because like I said, Zonde his I guess war on Mericidia was 3rd Astral, so it had people had to predate it somehow. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stands to reason.
Yeah.
Okay. 2nd Astral, let's lock it in. And that is correct. So apparently mankind started appearing in Mericidia towards the end of the 2nd Astral, late 2nd Astral era. And they appeared in kind of several sort of migratory waves. And they were avoiding the Mericidian dragons. They were terrified of them. But, you know, the same as kind of what happened in Eorzivia and elsewhere, right? As more and more people started to move down there, they started, you know, getting into fights. And eventually they actually came to Bahamut and Tiamat and asked them to sort of mediate between the races, which is the point at which Bahamut became the Dawn Father and Tiamat the Dusk Mother. Bahamut was ostensibly the king of Mericidia, of all of these varied spoken races and the tree people, presumably, and the weird lizard chimeras. He kind of like oversaw and advised each of them and maintained the peace. Until Zonde.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
True.
Unbelievable. All right, so that was a good guess. Question 6, this is yours again, Sly. We're moving on to 5.55 now, which should be a little bit fresher for us, I think. So in 5.55, we finally meet Lord Fortunaud Leveilleur, father to Alphino and Alizé. I know that I've said many times that I hate questions like this, but I think that this is a good one. What is their mother's name?
You've got to be fucking shitting me.
You know what? I said
it's important.
It is important.
It's important.
And
this is important.
And I said I'd need to know this, and I took a screenshot of it, and there's
You
a
did.
screenshot of it
You did.
sitting in my fucking
You
folder
did.
that I do not.
You did say this. Yeah.
Remember what letter
Yeah.
it starts with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, she's going to be an important character, all right?
Eventually, when we see her.
Not eventually, soon. Soon. And if she's not, I swear, if they do the typical like Final Fantasy mum thing where she's dead or she's just kind of like she only exists as a character in order to motivate some other male character, I'm gonna be pissed. But I think she's gonna be really important.
Bruh, I can't even like make a shot in the dark at this. And I like you said, I can't
Don't
even,
you bruh me.
I can't even like
I will forego points just to pull up the screenshot that I have.
Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh God.
Take a guess. Take a guess. Don't bra me.
How? Bruh.
No, bro.
How the fuck can I take a guess? Like, you even hate these questions. Shit.
I do. I really do. This is an important one. Oh, his stream rip. Apparently, stream's doing a big buffer.
Oh yeah, we've been having that issue a little bit lately. Nothing I can do about that. I'll lower the bitrate, and I'll hit the start recording button. Don't worry, you're not the only one who's had internet issues this last week. I'm also gonna hit start recording.
Oof.
That way, I'll at least have something on the back end in case anything goes wrong. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Issues. But anyway,
I got nothing. I had the pass. I had nothing. This one.
That's a pass. I'll put it to Mike, and I'll for the recording, I'll state the question again. In 5.55, we finally met Fortuno Levier, Father Alfano, and Alize. What is their mother's name?
Her name is A.
That's right. Her name is A.
It begins with an A.
Yeah. Everyone who sees her, they're just like, hey.
That's what her name begins with, is the letter A.
You better not be looking it up.
No,
right
I'm
now.
not. I'm trying to fix the stream stuff. And I'm not reading the chat. I'm just seeing if the connection stays red or not. Yeah. Oh, that might actually be Mel downloading something. Generally, this type of connection means she has to do something for work, and there's nothing I can do about that. But it is a weekend, actually, so. It's also raining a lot in NorCal. So.
It's not work. She's watching Squid Game.
Yeah, and that's going to screw up my internet. So, her name is Alaphonice. There you go.
Alaphonice.
Alaphonice?
Alacephano.
Alacephano.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Alaphonice sounds like the blackest name ever. I'm just gonna call that out right now.
It looks like the connection's starting to. No, I gotta keep the bitrate low. Okay, it's trying to fix itself, but I gotta keep the bitrate low, or it's gonna keep dropping for now. So it'll.
You reckon that's a Duskwat name, do you, Sly?
Yeah.
That's my guess. Alacephano.
Okay. Let's see. No, it's not Alacephano. Her name is
sure?
Ameliance. Ameliance.
There you go. I was pretty
Ameliance.
close. I was right there.
I mean, you were closer than Sly. You had one letter.
I knew the first letter. I told you I knew the first letter.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find the screenshot. I'm looking now, by the way, and I actually can't find the screenshot anyway. So.
Outstanding.
There's the Lander watch.
Okay, Mike.
That's cool.
Question 7.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
I think you'll get this one because I think we were talking about this not long ago. Why did Fandaniel attack Cartano?
Oh, he attacked Cartano. So, I guess did we ever actually confirm he wanted to do it? So he says that they wanted to redirect the ether so that they could use it to power the gateway to the gods, which we're assuming is going to be the Tower of Babel. It's a giant tower in Garlemald. He wanted to redirect all that ether. So now they couldn't do that, so he asked the Dreamer if the Dreamer wouldn't mind redirecting some of their ether. The Dreamer doesn't mind. Thank you, Xenos. They originally thought he wanted to cause a chain reaction that would ascend because apparently Cartano is like sort of like a highway of ether. But then if it were to be interrupted or disrupted or redirected, that essentially would send shockwaves that would basically destroy Eorzivia. Or at least that's what the Scions end up thinking. So I think he just wants to redirect it specifically to the tower. Who knows if it would actually cause what they theorized, but that's what he's looking to do. He was just trying to basically steal the ether.
I'll give you the point because yeah, you're right. That's what Fandaniel says that he was doing.
Yeah.
And the Scions posit that he's either trying to redirect it or, as you say, I think what we were speculating was that maybe that's why Bahamut wanted to bring Meteor down on Cartano specifically, was because it would cause that kind of chain reaction that would just completely destroy Eorzivia.
Kind of did.
I mean, he did a pretty good job. But the way that Y'shtola puts it is that the flats conceal an etheric confluence like to the pillars of the Azim Step, but far greater in scale. So it seems to be that she's implying that there is like a well or a dam there But when she says it's like the Pillars of the Azim Step, it's sort of implying that it's artificial, right?
Yeah.
And that perhaps it was built by the Allagans in a similar way for a similar purpose. And then I think Oriange speculates that maybe it had something to do with Omega. Maybe Omega was there because they were using that to charge Omega, or Omega was being used to power that, or something to that effect, right? But yeah, that's correct. Well done. Okay, Sly. Here's a question about our boy Daddy Gaius. I'm surprised I didn't do more questions on World, actually. Okay, here we go. Question 8. What was the name of the technique that Gaius used to defeat Valen? So he uses his normal, his kind of standard Magitech blade attack, yeah. And Valen's has his Pokedex. So he manages to thwart that one. And then he does a second attack that we hadn't seen before. And he names it. He like does a Goku and shouts out its name.
And of course it's in Latin. Kind of like
It is in Latin.
Terminus
Termina Est is another one.
Yeah.
Termina Est is one of the cross ones he does.
The axis, yeah. I'm trying to think of every attack he did in Emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not one that he uses in Emerald.
Yeah,
It's not one that he did, but I'm trying to like go off of that, and like I know a little bit of Latin to kind of like
Yeah.
What's the meaning of
Do you want a hint? I think I can probably give you a hint for this one. Okay.
Give me a little bit of hint. Yeah.
All right. The hint is what is Gaius' favorite color? That's your hint.
Hold on. Let me go back to Latin in like 11th grade.
Yeah.
Only to discipline.
Yeah.
11th
do
grade.
that.
I didn't learn shit for Latin in 11th grade.
Quit a get us, hoodie, eh? Too. Just. So I didn't like colors. All I know, I can give you one word. It's not mort. It's Morse. I think I remember. So, if we're going off of his favorite color,
I'll tell you what. If you can give me the English name, I will give you half a point. Give me the English translation. I'll give you half a point.
I'm just going by the color I saw in Emerald, so I'm not gonna say Emerald. It's for the flashy color, gold or gold-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
gold death.
I will give you the half point for that. Yeah, I'll give you the half point for that. The attack is called Kroemgarr Moors, which translates to golden death.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Kroemgarr Moors.
I remember Mort or Moors.
So you know why I knew that? Because that's a skill in Final Fantasy 11.
Of course it is.
Of course.
It is a sword,
Of course it is.
That is a sword skill in Final Fantasy 11. Kroemgarr Moors.
Okay. Yeah. Kroemgarr Moors, golden death. Yeah, I mean more specifically like yellow. Not gold as in like the substance, but gold as in the color. So Kroemgarr you use to describe like any sort of shade of yellow. But if you're talking about the substance gold, it'll be Aurum.
Yeah.
So there you go.
We definitely have Aurum Moors. It's called Aurum Vale.
God, maybe go back to high school.
I didn't learn shit for Latin in high school.
I mean, we kind of took it just for SATs.
I didn't have that. That wasn't an option.
You didn't have Latin?
No, they were like, this is a dead language. I'm not teaching you this shit.
Oh, dead language.
That's what they said.
Like, it's the root of all of our fucking or most of our fucking words.
Yeah, and we can't speak our own words. Why would we be able to speak the old ones?
It's the state language of the Vatican, so it's not dead. It was dead and then it was revived, and the way they speak it in the Vatican is probably not the same way as they actually spoke it in Rome, because no one knows how they spoke it. Yeah, that was well done. Well reverse engineered, Sly. Okay. Mike, question 9 is for you. What is Gaius doing now that Whirlit is free? What's his plan?
Right now, I think if I recall correctly, he actually is remaining in Turncliffe. And I think I think that's because it has a proximity to Whirlit that he can do, because he wants to essentially help the areas that were taken by the Empire, and he wants to help train up their armies and rebuild them, make sure they can defend themselves, essentially, in the future. They have and get them back on their feet through various methods. I can't remember if it's Turncliffe or if he really wants to rebuild Whirlit. That's the thing I can't really remember precisely. But he's staying out there. He hasn't come back. He's not in Alamigo. He's not in Eorzivia. He's over on the other side, dealing with that. But I think that's what it was. I think he was helping train the citizens over there so that they could defend themselves. They have a militia.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So prior to 5.5, he was the leader of the Whirlit resistance.
Yeah.
But now that Whirlit's free, he wants to stay to basically assist in the nation's rebuilding.
Yeah.
He feels responsible for that. He wants to assist the new government and the transition of power and just do what he can to help rebuild.
Yeah.
Which makes sense on one hand, but it's a little bit disappointing on the other hand, because it feels to me like it's going to act as a justification for him to be not
absent
in the MSQ for Endwalker, which would be a real shame, but I guess we'll see, huh?
Yeah, they had said that we shouldn't. They're like, we're gonna have a lot of characters. We're not gonna have all of them, because I think somebody specifically asked if Gaius was gonna be an Endwalker several months ago, and there was that kind of illusion that we're not. They said we're not gonna say he's not in it, but we're not gonna say he's there all the time, So
yeah. It just feels like another like what they did with Vidagelt in Stormblood, where he really should be there, but they're just creating a reason not to be.
Yeah, but he was helping. He was stopping the other power from at least the other power that wanted to take control of
the Sect of Shadow.
Yeah, the Sect of Shadow, because they wanted control of Alamigo, and he's just like, no.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Let's head over to Borgia then. Sly. Question 10. Which... Oh, don't get too excited. Come on.
That's actually too exciting.
All right. Sly, which job trainers have participated in the emancipation of Borgia? Which job trainers?
By job trainers. For once, I'm going to ask you to be more specific what you're talking about. Can you?
I'll help. Any NPC that's responsible for job quests. There is a central character in a job quest that you do throughout the rest of the game. I know at least 2. I can name at least 2. I don't know if there's. I got to think if there's more.
I could say Gunbreaker 1. Do you need a specific name, or do you want?
I'd like his name. I give you half points just for the jobs, but I'd like his name.
Jobs. If I remember from a little bit from Zadnor. Yeah, I'll say Ninja and Gunbreaker. As far as the names, I can't remember.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you a half point for that.
Okay.
What about Machinist? Sid's there. He's there at the beginning. He's not in Zadnor, though.
Would you have counted that?
No, he's
Would
not,
you have counted that?
He's not in Zadnor, though. He's only early.
I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
Mike, do you want to go for the other half point?
Oh,
I'm
so terrible with the names for the characters. Like, they're all on the tip of my tongue, but it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where if I wasn't being asked in a quiz show, I might remember. Because I can name exactly where they are on the map when they show up in the story, but I can't remember their names. Can't remember Hutman for Ninja, as I like to call him back in the day. He just hangs out in a hut in Limsa. That's all he does. He just hangs out in this little ninja
I don't know
hut.
his name. Come on.
No, I'm terrible with remembering names. I just answered Alice Safino before, and you want to ask if I know the name?
All right. Okay. I'll consider that a pass then.
Yes.
I'll consider that a pass. So, Oboro and Tsubame, they're both in Zadnor. As is Vrostik. Now, Vrostik, you may or may not consider a job trainer NPC because he's actually the trainer of Radovan, who's the one that is like originally giving us our quests.
Yeah.
But he is like very, very central. You know, like I basically consider him.
He's part of the 80 job quest. Anyway. He literally tells Radovan about the Boshin resistance in the 80 quest.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that's what I was looking for. Yeah. A couple of people in chat are suggesting that maybe Zurun appear, but I don't think we see Zurun at any point in Boja. I do not believe so.
I still like that, I guess, Sid, or 0.25. He counts.
I mean, kinda.
It's not Zadnor.
Kinda. And look, chat, you guys are saying Roshtik doesn't count. Well, it was my question, and I say that he counts.
And besides, we didn't even guess it correctly, so it wouldn't matter. We didn't guess the name.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, Mike, this is your question.
Okay.
Question 11. How many of Gunhilda's blades escaped tempering at Lacus Litor, and which weapons did they hold?
I know one. One is
2 harms for this.
Oh man, I only remember one that like escaped proper. Oh no. The one is regarding something else. And which weapon? Well, okay, let me go through this. So I can tell you the weapons that weren't. Isolde's bow. She's not. She's part of Trinity Avowed. Stanek is sword and shield. He's part of Trinity Avowed. What was the name of the one that was the other one that was... Well, Staff. Staff is the other one that's part of Trinity Avowed. Trinity Seeker is... I just realized you did the yell for Isolde. Woo! I just realized that's what that was. Trinity Seeker.
I didn't even register it because I'm so used to it being like white noise in the background, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even hear it anymore.
Yeah, so the bow, the sword, and the shield, the staff are a big no. And then you have blades. I'm trying to even think to the cutscene. I thought I could have swore. Did we? I don't think we had a blade for every single weapon. I'm trying to remember how many blades we had. I can only remember 7 blades, and 6 of them are Dunzo. So I'm gonna say 1 escaped, and their weapon,
Gonna say 1 escaped tempering?
Yeah, and their weapon was. Oh man, actually, I already know 1's wrong. I just thought of another one. Oh man, what weapon was it? I wish you'd asked me which ones were tempered. I just did DRS yesterday, So all those are
okay.
there,
Okay.
yeah. Fuck. Who is it? And what weapon is it? That's the thing. No, it's not the monk. It's not. It's not the gunblade. Well, actually, no. Yeah, the gunblade one does escape. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna. I don't know what weapon it is. I only remember one other person escaping, other than us and Makoto.
Okay. So do you want to lock in a half point guess?
I'm gonna lock in the half point guess with the one, and I think it was the gunblade. I think it was. I'll go with that.
I'm going to give you half a point. So there was one person that escaped tempering out of the original Gunhilda's blades.
Yeah.
Sly, do you know what weapon it was that they were using? What job they were?
Now, you're saying escape, because
Did not get tempered.
Did not temper.
Yeah.
So you're not counting what's his face from Zed. Was it Vo or the one with the who gets broken free?
Oh, Lovro? No.
No, yeah, not Lovro.
He was. So he's the only one they managed to save.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like that.
Yeah.
So I still don't like. Were you going off the technicality? So, yeah.
And we don't count Marzak or Bashashin. Chat.
Yeah.
They were not blades.
See, I was gonna ask you that too. So
They were not blades.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I got nothing.
You want to take a guess?
Weapons, it's not, and then that leaves 11 other possible weapons.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't because I don't know a lot of them, the names by heart.
I'm trying to even just think to the boat because they're all in the Southern Front fates. So like that's the way to narrow it down.
Yeah.
And it just can't.
Yeah.
I can't get there.
Plus, Lover was a what? Red mage, wasn't he? He was a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. So the one member of the original Gunhilda's Blades that escaped tempering was Mariel Miller. She was a red mage as well. She was Lovro's pupil.
Wow.
And her quest throughout Zadnor was basically trying to hunt him down and rescue him.
And free him.
Yeah. And they did. They did manage to capture him and give him the Porksy treatment.
Yeah.
Presumably.
God.
Yeah, that's the one that ends in the northwest of Zadnor, where Lovro is the last boss, where she LB3s him back when he tries to LB you. Yeah.
Yep. That is correct. So there you go. Okay. Sly. Question 12. And by the way, we've got a lot of Bodger questions here.
Noticed.
Yay.
I'm okay with that. Even if I get these wrong, I love Bodger.
There's a lot of stuff there. All right. Sly, the Urabe clan, Doman practitioners of Omyodo magic, were treated with particular savagery by Yotsuyu, but their survivors escaped Doma with whose assistance? So these are probably the geomancers.
Yeah, the only thing I remember are Omyojis.
Omyoji. Yeah, the Omyoji.
Yeah.
They escaped Doma with someone's assistance.
I actually think I sort of remember this.
I think I remember it too.
Okay. It was in the field notes.
That's why I kind of remember this. Wasn't it? The name that keeps popping up, and like I'll just go ahead and guess. Wasn't it Gabroth himself?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct. Yeah, so Gabranth helped them escape the 12th Legion and
Yep. They were
offered
plundered.
them a position in the 4th.
Yep, you fight. That's who you're fighting against in Oboro's fates in Zadnor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are all the
That is
Ellentill.
correct. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. Yeah, because Oboro is hunting them down as traitors, ostensibly.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. All right. Mike. The Alamegan House of Voxstein were renowned for what service to Alamigo?
Beastmasters. Specific.
That's worth a half point.
No. Well, the Griffins. Specifically the Griffins. They yeah. That's
Yeah, they were the sort of premier Alamegan Griffin breeders and trainers
Yep.
Somebody read
for
Papaga's-
Alamigo's Beastmaster Battalion.
Yep.
Somebody read Papaga's field note.
Yeah, of course I know it's a Papaga question. The Voxteens? There's no way I was gonna get that wrong.
Yeah.
Well, you know how many times we had to
touche.
kill those Griffins in Zadnor?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is one you can reverse engineer for sure. All right, well done. Good job. Sly. In the lore of Ivalice and Old Dalmasca, followers of the sect of Germanique were considered heretics and traitors. Why? I'll give you that again. Followers of the sect of Germanique in the lore of Ivalice and Old Dalmasca. So we're talking about the Church of Saint Ajora Glabados, right?
You made me
Germanique
go
was a
back.
heretic and traitor, as are the followers of Germanique's sect. And I want to know why.
So they were. And this was part of the Church of Columbus, right? Like you said?
They were considered heretics to the Church of Ajora Glabados. Think of them like the followers of Shiva to the Ishgardian Church.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, this was related to Gilbrisber in Zadnor. Sure, let's start. I'll give you guys a point update after this question.
I don't
So
want
why were they
Papaga.
considered traitors?
Why were they considered heretics and traitors? Talk us through it.
I mean, the only thing I can probably talk through is maybe because they were necromancers.
Is that the guess?
It's a shot in the dark. I know it has nothing to do. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. They may or may not have indulged in necromancy, but that is not the answer we're looking for.
Okay.
Mike, want to take a punt?
Man, that's pretty close to what my punt was going to be. It was
Okay.
very specific. It was blood magic. It was more so where I was going to go with it, as opposed to directly necromancy, because blood magic is a bit more broad, because you can use blood magic for things like void summonings and stuff like that as well. So that's a lot. That's pretty much where I was going to. It was basically, it was forbidden magics more so than anything else. They basically were like doing stuff in secret to the church, but I don't remember the exact magics that it was. So I'll say blood magic is my guess, and we'll move on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to give you a point for that. It wasn't about what sort of magic they were practicing so much as who Germanique was and what they believed. So Germanique was the guy that killed Saint Ajora in their scripture. And Germanique's followers believed that Ultima was God, and that the Orosite were gifts from God, and that becoming Lucavi, sort of sacrificing their lives to become Lucavi, was fulfilling a holy purpose. So the Church of Saint Ajora, they believed that Ultima was the High Seraph, was a servant of God, and that Ajora summoned Ultima, right? And as we know, Ajora's companions killed Ajora basically for this betrayal to Hydaelyn. But it seems like, and this is purely speculative, it seems like Germanique may have subsequently been, tempered in some way by Ultima, and worshipped Ultima as the one true God, and was considered a heretic for this and for killing Ajora.
Did Germanique become what's his face in Dalriada?
In Dalriada?
Who becomes?
No, Germanique is long dead.
Oh, I mean one of the members of the sect becomes Colin.
Yeah. Gilgamesh bear.
Yeah,
becomes Cuchulainn.
Yeah.
I believe. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's the ostensibly the leader of the sect of Germanique.
Not anymore. Fuck that guy.
Not anymore. All right, Mike. Let's do a quick check here. So Mike is leading. Mike's leading 4.5 points, and Sly's on 3. So it's pretty close as we're coming into question 15 out of 20 here. Okay, Mike, this is for you. Question 15. Although Gabranth was confirmed dead at the hand of Leon, not everyone believes it to be true. Why not?
There's no body.
There's no body?
There's no body.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Okay. I'll hand it over to Sly.
Okay.
I don't remember this, even though I keep hearing.
I'll give you the question again. So, although Gabranth was confirmed dead at the hand of Leon, not everyone believes it to be true. Why not?
I don't know. I remember people talking. I just don't.
I know exactly what field note it's in. I think it's actually in like 2, technically. It's kind of told across 2 field notes.
That's true. That is true.
I'm drawing a blank. I came in. Yeah.
Come on.
Wait.
No?
Wasn't Menenius who I was thinking. It was not Albedo. It was Menenius.
What about Menenius?
No, I wasn't thinking of Menenius. I was thinking of Cidus, but no, I got nothing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I knew my answer wasn't right, but I didn't remember the answer. I didn't want to waste
your answer was Yours was not right, but it was a good guess.
Because he was confirmed killed because they checked this fucking...
He was. There was a body.
Yeah.
There was a body, and they checked the body, and they decided, yeah, all right, Gabran's dead. Confirmed kill. However, his corpse was mutilated and was burned beyond reasonable identification. So there are some that suspect that his death was faked.
You don't have DNA tests in Eorzivia. In Hydaelyn.
Although, surely we'd be able to come up with one, right?
Y'shtola can probably see if somebody's etheric flow is like the same, like if they see them, if she sees them twice or something.
That's true. That's why she didn't recognize us when we were...
Exactly.
You know.
She's like, it took me a second because that's how I know what you look like, and that is not what I'm seeing right now.
All right, Sly.
Oh, damn, Y'shtola's Mori.
Question 16. Leon has been sighted once since the supposed death of Noah van Gumbrath. What was he doing when he was sighted? I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. What he was doing, knowing what we know about Leon's character, was extremely vindictive. It was extremely vindictive and personal.
Vindictive.
I'll give you 15 seconds.
Vindictive. Why is Asinius' name coming up again in all of this? Yeah, go ahead and pass. Like,
You sure? No guesses?
yeah, the only thing, like, why is Asinius' name coming? And that's all, like, I can't think of. But yeah, go ahead, pass.
All right. Mike, over to you.
I don't remember. So we're gonna go with some deductive reasoning here. So vindictive and within his character. So he had a fierce loyalty to the Gabrons. That is a trait above all else. And I'm gonna say he feels very Michael Jordan about this whole situation. He's definitely taking it personally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So I think he was seen killing a member of the Bosnian resistance. I don't remember who or anything important, but I think he was spotted killing just a resistance member. Like I don't remember if they were of any importance or not though.
Okay. All right. That's an interesting guess. That certainly may have been in character, but no, I'm not. I can't give that to you. So he wasn't identified at the time. He was mistaken for just like some random bounty hunter. He was actually turning Sicinius over to the Dalmascans, like bound and gagged. Like, oh look, I found this guy. There you go. So the scientist Sicinius, the one that studied under Aulus, he was turning him over to the Bosnians. And over to the Dalmascans, not to the Bosnians. He was turning him over to the Dalmascans. And he was accompanied by Pagaga.
Papaga.
Yeah. That's right. There you go.
Papaga, yeah.
I hate that so much.
Listen, she's just sticking around because she needs to prove who the best Beastmaster is. Okay.
So I say vindictive because we had at least one cutscene there where he was talking about how much he just didn't like Sicinius.
Yeah, that's because we never see Sicinius, do we? If I recall, he's like the one character.
Oh no, we see him in Valnain in a cutscene.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Very, very, very briefly. I think even his journal entry doesn't have a picture of him.
No, it doesn't.
Correctly, yeah.
Yeah. But he's also the one that was in the lighthouse.
Oh yeah, he's the one. Yeah, he's the one when they were uncovering Tartarus. Did you read what Matsuno said about Tartarus?
Yeah,
we had this discussion last time, I think. Yeah, we did. Okay, yeah. Or they wanted to use it originally.
I had a completely different plan. Yeah.
Sorry, Sicinius. No picture for you in the journal anymore.
Sorry. All right. Mike, question 17.
Okay.
How is Princess Ashelia still alive and not in her 50s?
I don't remember us getting a definitive answer to this. I must have skipped past this field note. And not in...
We did.
Yeah, well, obviously, or you wouldn't be asking me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do speculation questions.
So that young Princess Ashelia, the ward of Fran.
Yeah.
And she's, training and preparing.
Yeah, I'm aware of all that.
That is the same Princess Ashelia.
Yes.
Same one.
Yes, from Valnain, which was what's it called before that?
From the fall of Talmasca 30 years ago.
Yeah, specifically. I think she specifically felt the outpost, or was supposed dead at the outpost that became Valnain, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
What the? I don't remember. How is she? And not 50. It sounds like it's. It sounds like that part was from you, because you seem. I don't. I don't remember the age being put into question. Not looking like that.
Well, the age is put into question because we were told, throughout Return to Ivalice, that she was very young, and people are like, "Oh, she must have survived or whatever." And I was saying, "Well, there's no way, because Ashelia, if she survived, she would be in her 50s."
Yeah, maybe she is. Maybe she just moisturizes well. That's not my answer. No.
They just greased her up with so much moisturizer the Imperials couldn't catch her.
You're never gonna catch me. greased up Deaf Ashelia. There we go.
You're wasting your time.
It's not gonna help me. It's never gonna help me find an answer, is it? The sidetrack's not gonna help me find the answer. How's she not 50? Man, the only answer I have would have very negative repercussions on her. In that, she would have had to have had her ether kept in stasis almost in order for her to maintain her young age if she's still young. But I don't think that's not really the answer. You're looking for how she even survived in the first place. And that would have had to have been that. Oh man, this guess both makes sense and doesn't make sense at the same time. In that, oh wait, no, we fucking had. Oh, you know what? Now I know my guess is wrong because I can't remember the discussion we had about this, because we were drawing conclusions to how she essentially was kept alive because to fulfill a role similar to her role in Final Fantasy XII. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
No, because that's not confirmed. The theory is that the Ocurio would have saved her, some sort of other entity. No, that's not it. That was the theory. So I think the family, the age thing, I think has to do with the family heirloom that she has, but how she even survived? Did Gabranth actually let her go when he took it? He let her go in secret or something. I don't remember.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, I don't remember. We had this discussion, but I don't remember at all. Sly.
Oh, you're passing to me?
Oh, he froze. I thought he was looking at me disapprovingly. I might be able to fix it on my end because no, okay. Oh, you know what? His phone's tether probably ran out last time.
Yeah, it's probably So give him a few
seconds.
Back? Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, you're back now.
Yeah, phone just died, so I switched over to the Wi-Fi.
There we go. Yeah,
Okay.
Discord was having a bunch of desync issues just now anyway, so that's fine. I was able to fix it.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So you were guessing about Gabranth letting her go?
Yeah, in secret.
Okay, is that your answer?
Yeah, I don't have anything. I remember we discussed it, and I know that's not the answer, but I don't want to hold up.
All right, Slide.
If I remember, Fran helped fake their death and then put her into a cold sleep to awaken whenever she can come back and take the kingdom.
That's it. That's the point.
I said that all my answer, and I didn't believe myself, so I just said something else. I said, "What if we put her in stasis?" And I was like, "Oh, well, that sounds like that's not something we would have done."
So Fran knew that so long as any of the royal family was still alive, they were going to be hunted down and killed by the Imperials. There was no way that they could just like move them somewhere or disappear them. So she staged Ashelia's assassination and took responsibility for murdering Ashelia. But instead put her into presumably alchemically induced sleep with a kind of secret, recipe or technique or whatever to the Viera.
I wonder if that's what we.
And yeah, as you're right.
With Nanamo.
Yeah. Quite likely. And as you say, kept her on ice for 30 years until it was going to be kind of safe and appropriate to take back Dalmasca and put her back on the throne. Yeah. However, the other members of Lente's Tears, so everyone else except for Fran, believes that Ashelia is dead and that this Ashelia is a descendant of the original one. No one knows that it's the same Ashelia.
This is part of Fran's field notes, by the way, guys.
Yes, it is. That is correct.
I know where all the information comes from, but I just can't remember it when I'm being asked.
All right, Mike. This is yours.
Okay.
By the way, everyone, we're on 4.5 points for Mike and 4 for Sly. Yeah. So this is going to be real close.
It's okay.
Real close.
Every time I'm about to win, you give him a double pointer anyway, and that's when I lose.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, question 18. How many years has it been since the coronation of Archbishop Thornton VII? How many years has it been?
Oh, fucking Christ.
Since his coronation.
When the fuck did we talk about this as of late?
This was in Tales from the Twilight.
Oh, that's why. I don't fucking remember that. I read them all, but I don't fucking remember that. It's been a few years.
Has been a few years.
I'll
give you a clue here. Both Emmerich and the Forton children, the Forton heirs, were relatively young warthogs at this point. They would have been in their teens.
Yeah, I know that. I think it was. The problem is I don't remember their age. I have an approximation, but their exact number I don't remember.
Well, it's not going to be like 50 years or something.
Yeah. I knew that already. I was just trying to remember when exactly it was. Yeah, because it's not like he was a strapping young lad when he got let in. I mean, generally with churches, you're not like a super young guy when they make you the pope. Not like they're not inducting like 20-year-old dudes into. I guess if he killed his father, that would be possible with the way Ishgard works. So, but that's not what it's not that happens here. I'm trying to think of the year because I think the calamity takes place in 1572. The Bahamut's calamity. I'm trying to think of its relation to that because it's before that. As that at this point is in a bubble 5 years ago. It's before that. I think it's before Alamigo is taken by the Imperials. So I think it was in the 1550s, which would make it, I'm going to say 30 years.
It was 30 years ago.
Yeah. Guess one of two, but I don't care if I'm wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna. We're gonna do this like we did the first question. We're gonna see who gets closest.
Okay.
If one of you gets it, I'll give you the
Price
full
is Right.
point. If one of you gets
I think
really
Sly
close,
wins this
I'll give you
one,
half a
'cause
point.
I think I know where Sly's deductive reasoning is going to go, and I think I was my other guess. So let's see if I'm right.
All right, let's see it.
I have not read Tales from the Twilight, but I can kind of maybe piece it out from what you said about. I know. Don't make that face. Don't bruh face me. Don't bruh face me.
Bruh.
I can kind of like from what you just said about the ages. I can kind of maybe piece it out a little bit. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go half of what Mike said and say 15.
You know what? I'll give you half point for that. It was 17 years.
Damn, it was only 17. I thought it was
17 years ago.
Damn, so it was only 2 years before Almigo.
Mhm.
I think it was then.
17 years.
It was exactly on 1560 then. Or 1561. It would have to be one of the two.
Well, it depends on how much time has
Yeah,
passed
that's the problem.
and whether we've come out of the bubble or not yet. Depends who you ask.
Yeah, because if we haven't come out of the bubble, well, also I guess we don't know when. I guess Twilight would have to be written based on where we are currently. So
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. And depending on who you ask in Boja, it's either been 5 or 10 years since the calamity now.
True. Well, they had their own calamity.
So somewhere the time bubble is like a 5-minute window. A 5-minute window, a 5-year window.
Yeah, no, the whole story's happened in 5 minutes. It's like it's like the spirit bomb, and and Namek exploding.
That's
It's
right.
the same thing.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just skip
that's
cutscenes.
correct.
We just skip cutscenes. That's all. That's all we do.
All right. We are tied on 4.5 points, and we have 2 questions left. Sly, question 19. We all know.
Wait. If I asked first, shouldn't he get the last? Wait. All right, never mind.
No, we're right.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We're fine. Sly, we all know that Merlwyb. We all know what Merlwyb did after killing her father. What about her former first mate and Blofus's adopted son, Lawrence? What did he do after Blofus was killed?
God, you're asking pirates.
You know what? I'll give you guys a clue for this. This question should resonate somewhat personally with both of you.
I understand the hint very much so, but Sly might have figured it out.
I think I know.
Yeah.
I think I know where you're going.
I think I know exactly where
God,
he's going with
I
that
have to
hint.
remember. Holy shit! I have to remember our campaign.
Yeah, I'm glad we both realized it was the D&D reference. Yeah.
Oh God, I gotta remember our campaign.
Was that too much of a hint?
That maybe was too much of a hint.
I'm
Holy
so
shit!
glad Sly and I both figured it out. We're like, oh, that's definitely Pirates and D&D. Come on now, or Pirates and Resonates. That's D&D.
I didn't say D&D. Didn't say anything about D&D.
We're always talking about D&D. Don't
Ask the
lie.
question one more time, just so I can.
Okay. The question, as I've worded it here in my notes, we all know what Merlwyb did after killing her father. What about her former first mate and Blofus's adopted son, Lauren? He has been missing for some time, as of now. But we have a pretty good idea of what he did immediately after Blofus's death. I'll give you 10 seconds.
I'm trying to go back to her fucking. No shit.
All right,
Go
let's
ahead,
hear it.
Mike.
Let's hear the guess.
I'm just counting how long over his countdown he's actually telling the truth.
Come on.
No. I passed.
All right.
You gotta tell us that.
Okay.
You joined the company of heroes and went
heard.
missing after the calamity.
Say that again, a bit slower.
He joined the company of heroes and went missing after the calamity, and we haven't seen him since.
I will give you a half point.
Okay.
He did go missing after the calamity. It is very strongly implied in this Tales from the Twilight that he founded the company of heroes.
Found it. Oh, yeah. I guess that would have been the more accurate answer. Joined. Yeah.
No.
All right. Yeah. Technicality, but I'll accept it.
Technicality. There was no company of heroes to join.
I mean, he did, but just by being the first member.
Yeah, he wants that other half point. He wants that other half point. Yeah.
It wouldn't matter if I got the other half point. He'd make the next one worth 2 anyway.
Not a chance.
It wouldn't make a
so
fucking
the League of Lost Bastards fought Leviathan.
Yeah.
Pushed him back, but they didn't kill him. And Lawrence was like, I'm gonna go get that motherfucker. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. There is a half point in between the two of you. Mike's on 5, Sly is on 4.5. This is Mike's question. Question 20. What was the inspiration for Fordola's face tattoo design?
I didn't read this Twilight one yet.
Do this to you again. What was the inspiration for Fordola's face tattoo design? This is not Mike Tyson.
Oh, I just realized this is my question, by the way. I completely forgot that it was mine because I don't know how I'm the first question and the last question unless we screwed up somewhere when there's 20.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I was waiting for Sly. I was like, damn, Sly's really thinking about it. I'm like, oh, yeah. I didn't read this Tale of the Twilight, unfortunately, so I'm in the dark here. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's her face tattoo. So she had her face tattoo since she became a member of the the whatever they called it in Alamigo. She was a conscript, whatever. She had it. I think before she was even a conscript.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm putting it in a time perspective so I can deduce it since I don't actually fucking know the answer. So that would have to have meant who she would have modeled it after. I'm trying to remember if it has anything to do with, because I remember there's a scene where they get stoned in the middle of Alamigo, isn't there?
Yeah, you can't do that in the middle of Alamigo.
They had rocks thrown at them in the middle.
Oh.
When she was young, when she was really young, I think
is it looked down upon?
Is it the head injury that her father got
Yeah.
when they were assaulted by the members by the Alamegans who called them traitors or something like that?
Is that your guess?
Yeah, I can't help but feel like my brain is just drawn to it either being based off because the only other tattoos I think of are obviously the Archons. Every time or any of the students of Baldesion or anyone who has one of those. So the only other thing that comes to mind is she would have had to have encountered the Archons at some point. But I don't know. That's going in the dark here. That just I don't know. I can't land on that. I can't feel comfortable. Oh, it was Ida's tattoos. There you go. She met Ida in the battlefield, and that's it. I can't. If that's the right answer, I'm gonna be so upset because it's not mine. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. It's to honor her father, because she lost her parents for them, working with the Empire.
All right.
So.
We'll lock it in.
Okay.
It was
Not that.
not her father's. Sly,
Say her mother's.
you want to take a swing?
So you're saying it wasn't to honor her father? Is that what you're saying?
It was not to honor her father. And now, Slime, I'm going to put pressure on you here, but you're half a point behind right now. So this is make or break.
Sly or die.
They
did get and
yeah, they did get stoned.
No, she got absolutely blazed in the middle of the.
She's like, "Wouldn't it be crazy when he's got this tattoo?"
Right.
Yeah, she woke up with a tattoo.
I'm actually gonna piggyback off Mike. But not for the same reason. So, I mean, I'll agree that it kind of was to honor her father. I'll agree with that, but didn't he actually have a tattoo?
You tell me.
Because I'm remembering, I think he did. So, if he did, you would think she would get the same one. So that's what I'm gonna like. It is to honor him, but not in the same way. But like, you know, she got the exact same thing.
It's got nothing to do with her father.
The father.
I will give you that.
Oh
yeah, I will give you that.
Yes, I win.
Absolutely. If it was what you're saying, I would have given it to Mike.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with her father.
No, you guessed. I win.
No, it's the same guess. It was giving me the same answer.
Really the same guess, yeah. So.
I'm going to look now that I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I didn't read this tale from the Twilight.
Of course it's a tale from the Twilight. That's why.
The last 5 questions have been tales from the Twilight.
Sure is.
I know. Yeah.
Set with sun. The first line in. God damn it.
Hey.
I know, but it's. I saw the first line and I was like, all right, here we go.
Shut your mouth. Ten seconds left.
Oh God! Was because of the skulls, I guess.
Your guess is the skulls.
Yeah.
The reason $4 got a face tattoo was before she joined the Skulls.
Fuck.
But after her father died.
I just.
Do you guys remember how we learned of Ida's death?
Yeah.
How she and Papalimo were on a mission to try and help refugees cross the border?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So Ida encountered $4 while she was reconnoitering, and they befriended each other. And Ida took her under her wing and was trying to convince her to leave, to escape with them. And Ida, as we already knew, basically stayed behind to kind of fight off Imperials and make sure that the people that were trying to escape could escape. They found her by following $4. And Ida made a big show of pretending that $4 had betrayed her and led them there deliberately so that $4 wouldn't get in trouble. And Ida basically died trying to protect $4 and let $4 run away from these Imperials. And while she was doing so, her mask got knocked off. And Fodala saw that she had a traditional Girabunyan face tattoo underneath her mask.
Why did I guess the right answer? And then just literally say it was a joke. This is the second time this has happened with Ida where I say, yeah, it's not that. And it's just fucking... Yeah. I said the same thing about Lisa's identity. I said, I'm sure this isn't the thing, but wouldn't it be funny if Lisa was with this wasn't actually Ida and this was Ida's sister that we could get? I fucking did it again. What is with these two and me doing this?
This is definitely one of those like pseudo retcon things where it's something that they definitely didn't
plan, but they're now
have plans when they first designed Fodala.
Yeah,
but it's compelling. And it stands to reason. It kind of ties things together nicely. Makes sense of Ida's mask in the first place.
I can't believe
it was a traditional Girabunyan tattoo.
I can't believe I guessed sort of the right fucking answer and then said, there won't be that. By the way, the first line in this Tale of the Twilight was, her father was dead. That's the first fucking line. That's why I thought it was funny.
Mike, you're really salty for someone that just won by a half.
I'm mad at myself
in a long time.
For thinking it could be the answer because it made sense in my head, but that I had no backing for it, and thus it was bullshit, but it was right. I'm mad. Although mine was still going to be hers.
Shut up and congrats, champ.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Man. Now I gotta put on the golden subligar that you're too much of a coward to wear.
Round of applause, everyone. Round of applause for Mike.
Yeah, let me find. Wait. I need random round of applause music. Hold on. Round of applause sound. No, not Waka Flocka. That's not what I. Not. That's not. I don't want to walk. Here we go. There we go. Perfect.
Well done.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How do you feel? How do you feel like you performed?
I'm more mad that I got the last question wrong than I am anything else.
Still salty. Still fucking salty.
Well, because it's the only
I've never seen a sore winner before. I have never seen a sore fucking winner.
You're a sore winner every time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I literally see a sore winner every time. Every time we do this show.
Every time, Sly.
I'm not sore. I just don't think... you know what? Whatever.
Every time you win, you look like someone just died.
Because he knows I'm going to ask him to wear the subligar, and he's not going to do it.
Well, Mike, we need at the very least, we need some screenshots of you sporting the subligar, please.
Easy. Done. I'll dye it the same color as my Inferno jacket. Or I'll dye my Inferno jacket gold for the picture.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can't dye the golden subligar. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I gotta... It's funny, because I forgot that when you cast glamours, you can cast the glamour of one color, and then you can just cast... You can literally change the color and cast the glamour again, and you can have the same piece with multiple colors for, like, different sets. So now I'm just doing that with the jacket. I just keep dyeing it a different color and then casting it, and then so I just do that again. I just dye it gold. That's the same thing.
Apparently, Mike doesn't remember the time I glamored as the Old Spice guy with the fucking golden subligar.
Yeah, but then you're supposed to keep it. When I was the champion, I wore the subligar until you beat me. You wore it from one picture and then took it off.
No, I wore it for an entire, like damn near entire expansion.
Terrible.
Not when I tuned into your stream. Not when I tuned in.
Between the two of you guys, you got less than half of the questions right.
That's not too bad considering that most of this shit happened 6 months ago.
Par for the course. Par for the course.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It was an average performance, I think.
Okay.
Well, next time you take a test, study for it 6 months in advance, then take the test and tell me how you do.
That's right. Well, look, the important thing is that you guys learned something. That
we're done.
Hopefully, chat, you guys learned something. Learned some interesting new trivia facts about the things that have been happening in 14 over the last couple of patches.
Yeah.
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 I think the key takeaway is read your field notes and read your Tales from the Twilight. They're both excellent. They're both really, really good. Oh, man. I can't believe that the next time we do this, it's going to be about Endwalker.
It is going to be about Endwalker.
It's so wild to me.
Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be end of an era.
And the beginning of a new one.
The beginning of a new one. That is going to be interesting. 28 days, right?
26,
28 days. 26 days. Oh, my God. Oh,
And I need every one of them.
yeah. Tell me about it. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun. Mike, I assume you got some housekeeping, some announcements.
Yeah, I usually do my shout outs last. I let you guys go first. So, Ethys, what do you do?
I'm Ethys.
Yeah.
You guys know me. I haven't been streaming much or doing much content recently because I started a new job in June, which has just been crazy hectic. It's for a startup, so I'm kind of wearing half a dozen different hats and doing the jobs of half a dozen different people. But we're getting some new hires. I got an assistant social media person just last week, which has taken a little bit of the load off me, opening up my bandwidth just a little bit. But my goodness, it's been absolutely crazy. But I'm having fun. It's good. And I'm absolutely 100% going to be streaming Endwalker. We're going to be going through all of the story. We're going to be streaming it. We're going to be slapping it up on YouTube. I just need to find a video editor to kind of help me expedite that a little bit. But yeah, you guys can find me in the places.
I know
Twitch,
someone
Twitter,
who
YouTube.
can help you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Are they in my time zone?
No,
because that would be ideal.
Won't matter, I don't think.
Okay.
We'll find out.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, you guys find me Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Those are the main places. You can find me in the other places as well, wherever you like to consume content and hang out. But thank you very much. I really appreciate hanging out. It's wonderful to see you guys. I miss you all very dearly.
We can't do the show without you.
Ooh.
That's why I said it half convincingly, because we could, but we don't want to. Sly?
Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sly. You can find me on twitch.tv/Sly, aka Gray Fox. You can find me on Twitter @SlyTheFox. But, well, not on Twitch anytime soon until Wednesday, because I am on staycation. Because I desperately fucking need it before I can't do anything else anymore. So, I will be back on Twitch on Wednesday, the day SRW30 comes out. I'll be on front page the following evening at 8 p.m. Eastern to weeb out all of Twitch. Because why the fuck not? And then, of course, like I said, I gotta blitz through SRW30, and then blitz through SMT5, and then we bring in. And again, that's why I just don't have time. Oh, speaking of which, because, Haps begged me to, half of you came into my chat and begged me to, and, hey, Sly, first of all, hell no.
What?
Fucking hell no.
He's buying
no.
it.
I ain't buying that shit.
For you.
So he bought it. I didn't. To those who are wondering and everything, yes, I did make a video of the interview. It is out. Let me grab the link.
Hell yeah.
So if you haven't checked it out, the interview is up on the UpTubs right there at that link. Yeah, enjoy. It's short. I didn't get to ask all the questions I want, but apparently you guys want. So there it is. Yeah. So that's my life. I'm on vacation. Don't bother me.
Bother him.
I love you all, but don't bother me. I'm doing things. Haps, what are you doing?
I am nonstop working. You can find me Mr. Happy everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. There's my pictures of my cats and videos. Got some exciting things that I can't tell you about yet coming down the pipeline. This weekend, though, we have been doing stuff with Echo again. We are doing some shoutcasting for their progression rating that they're doing blind prog through Eden's Verse. Ooh. That has been a blast. Got paired up with Rin on Friday, paired up with B yesterday, and Biaka and I will be paired up tomorrow as well. I have lost her trust because I told her In and Out was dog shit, and she hates me now. So I've lost her trust. We were just on Mog Talk earlier with Curious Joy and Jahara. That's also going to be posted, as Frosty has said, ASAP. So please be on the lookout for that. And I, of course, am always working on new YouTube videos, some speculatory, some not so much. I am planning on putting a show together for next week, but I have not confirmed the guests currently. Sly, I'll be talking to you about that after the show. Fortunately, you're doing staycation, so reaching you is nice and easy. It'll be beautiful. You're doing WSLY tonight still?
Yes, I am. Like,
Okay.
because you
You don't have to like, yeah, you just chill and play music. So it's just, it's
Hell yeah.
yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. And I think we want to do another watch party show for the live letter. It's at the same time as last time, so 7 p.m. Pacific. So it would be 43 minutes from now, November 5th. You don't necessarily have to be a part of it if you can't be, but if you would
No. I really, I will do my
it's gonna have
absolute
PvP.
Hey, we're not gonna be as delirious this time.
That may not.
PvP. Look, I'll get back to you on that. Okay.
All right.
PvP.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I understand that. So that's...
Kidding. I'll be there. Of course, I'll be there.
Listen, I just want to be busy. I don't make sure you don't want to make you commit. But yeah, so November 5th, 7 p.m. Pacific. Ethys says he'll be there. We'll see if we have any other guests as well. So that will be the State of the Realm for that week. And then we'll probably follow up with a show that's properly discussing the things that are in that. Then we just need a nerd out show, as Frosty called it, like the week prior, our last second prep for everything. And so we will have some regular State of the Realms. I would like us to try to have a State of the Realm the week after early access, like a week from early access beginning, so the 26th, if that's possible. There's nothing important happening. That's just how much progress we've made at that point. So that should be fine. Yeah. So that should be a-okay. That's a wonderful frame for Ethys to freeze on. So I'm going to do that, and maybe that'll resolve the issue. It seems like it has not, but that is a-okay. He survives all the way until the end, and I'm impressed with that. And he's back. There we go. Perfect. Yes, look at that lovely face. All right. So with that, thanks everyone for joining us. I am going to go stop doing things for like 30 minutes before I get back to work because it has been a long fucking day. Because I've been live since 7 a.m. on 3 different channels. So,
look at you, busy boy.
Busy. No, I mean, that's to be fair. It would have been 3 whether or not this happened because it was mine in the morning first. So, I'm going to go chill. That's all. We're going to do a short post show, but thank you everyone for joining us. We will potentially see you next week. If not, we'll consider it a break week before the true craziness kicks off one way or the other. Sly is in complete agreement with that. So thank you everyone for hanging out. We will see you next week, ? And until then, bye-bye.
Take care.
Take care, everyone.